make me feel weird?
Maybe. Because it's just focused on you.
We'll see. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm looking over there for the fucking thing. All right. A lot of people think I'm conservative. But I'm actually a really cruel liberal.
But it's something sensational.
Sing your heart out.
Get mad! Feel bad!
Be happy.
You have the right to remain silent.
Shut up!
Anything you say will be used against you. Against you. Against you. Against you.
That's the true reality.
You know, I actually believe free speech is important because it's good to hear your enemy's plans. You know, rather than your enemy, sneaking up on you. Like, say the KKK does one of their wacky little rallies. You know, it's good to know where they stand. You know, and it turns out they are very intellectual. Very, very well read. Sure, they read Mein Kampf over and over again, but they're very well read. You know, they know that sucker front to back. Personally, I've never read it, but you know, they are very intellectual about their small-minded views. You know, and it's not a prank. You know, they think they're right. You know, they're not simply a bunch of ghouls, right? You know, they put a lot of effort into being perceived as normal. You know, regular folks are more openly racist and ignorant. A regular guy will be like, goddamn packy taxi drivers, what do they not have driving tests in India? You know, where a KKK member will say, good sir, I have no ill intent towards you. It's just that I feel a strong allegiance to my tribe, as do you. As do you to yours. Silver-tongued devil. You know, and that's all the KKK wants, you know, to be allowed to live in his own little KKK community. With his KKK wife, you know, and his KKK dog. Singing KKK campfire songs. Around a burning cross. You know, what's with that? How is that racist? I don't know. It's fucking pure Satanism. The KKK are LARPing as devil-worshipping ghosts. You know, and if they didn't, you know, do their little rally every once in a while, well, they might figure out a way to actually pull it off. Look, even they will tell you, I'm not racist. They just want to be left alone, you know? So they can have incestual orgies. And vote Democrat, of course, right? A lot of people don't know that, the KKK were Democrats. And Lincoln was a fucking Republican. It always amazes me how few people know that. How few people know that fact. And as a liberal, I have to say, hey, we sure have some explaining to do. Don't we? I'm getting all confused here. I was recording. I wasn't sure. There's so much more. There's so much more going on the screen. It's 6 a.m. We changed the goddamn time. Don't you remember? It's 6 p.m. Monday, February 17th, and we've got a winter storm watch. Well, here in Canada, anyways. You know what I mean? It's been snowing since Thursday. And honestly, I'm getting a little tired of the snow. It's like the snow is starting to get me down. You know what I mean? And I see people I know who live in other places, like in a desert or something, and they're just living it up. You know what I mean? Still dancing around in their undergarments. Here we are with undeniable seasonal depression. We got a great show for you today. Yeah, it's going to be funny, I'm hoping. But the critics will tell me they don't find it funny, but it doesn't really matter what the critics say. Like my philosophy is, as long as someone laughs, it's funny. It doesn't matter if they're fucking Jeffrey Dahmer or not. If someone laughs, it's funny. Okay? No one gets to define what fucking funny is. Huh? They say silence is deafening. Oh yeah. This is a bit. I forgot I had to tell you about this. They say silence is deafening.
Hey. Hello. Hey.
Oh god darn! I totally blacked out! Not only is silence deafening, it's also blinding. Goddamn blinded by the fucking silence, Some people in the comments of my videos need context. They need context for what I'm doing, and what I'm doing is spilling my guts. Okay? Look, I went to jail. If you've watched any of my former episodes, you know that. I've been locked up. And now I'm just trying to make it as a comedian. One of the few jobs a fucking ex-con can actually get. Because no one wants to hire an old ex-con, who can't stop complimenting handsome ladies. I don't know. I think complimenting people is nice. Apparently, employers don't like that. You don't know what it's like, and that's what I say in the job interview. They say, why are you complimenting the handsome women in the office on your way into this interview? And I say, you don't know what it's like, okay? You don't know what it's like after 10 years of staring at, 4 cement walls. No love and affection. Well, other than in the showers. There was always affection in the showers. Less love. One thing you can say about prisoners, they know how to have a good time. That's also what I tell them in the job interview. Sure, I don't have any skills because I've been in prison since the age of 16, but hey, I know how to have a good time. You know, I also know how to make fucking moonshine from potatoes in a fucking toilet bowl. Look, not all prisoners are gay. Some of us are bi. You know, whatever that means. I just heard about it. This is something I heard while I was just, you know, on Facebook on my phone. You know what I mean? Because as a prisoner, we all have phones that got snucken in, and we go on them on Facebook under false identities. And, you know, you might say, hey, don't say that about poor, helpless prisoners. And I say, that's why I say it. They can't get me. You know, keep them there. Because life isn't fair, right? We're not robots. A fair world is a world of ants standing perfectly in line, serving the queen. That just doesn't work for me. I'm not a fucking ant. You know what I mean? I don't fucking got no queen. I mean, it's kind of weird. You know, thinking of your wife as a literal fucking queen. Yeah? No one's serving my wife but me. My wife ain't a queen. My wife is fucking God. Stop trying to make life fair, okay? And learn to love pain. Right? I have heard tell you can actually, you know, trade pain for gain. You know, I heard that in a whisper in the wind one time. Fuck, I really abandoned the no laughing policy, you know? Some guy who watched that one reel of me saying, you can't laugh like a maniac anymore. He's like, this guy's a liar. This guy's not fucking following through with what he said. And you know what I say to him? I say, don't you just hate people who can't get with the times? You know? Hey, people are now being racist openly online. And it's not people, you know, protesting in the comments. It's thousands of other racists in the comments tagging the joke with way more hardcore racist bits. Oh my God. And I'm not saying be racist to survive, you know what I mean? You know, just know the playing field has changed for edginess, right? You know, people love ruining their lives for likes. This is just a known fact, you know? People do it from all places, you know? From all walks of life, you might say. But whatever you end up doing, have rules, you know? Even if your rule is break all rules, right? Be racist, but know you are now digital Gigi Allen. And you will have to eat shit on stage to get people to show up. And you'll have to die too. People will have to think maybe you're going to die every time they see you for them to show up. You know? Or just learn to be funny. You know, put your agenda aside. Agendas are for fucking school kids. Learn to do something right. You know, don't get noticed for doing it all wrong. Right? Make mistakes, but don't pigeonhole yourself a racist sideshow act. You know, lots of great comedians pepper racial content into their act. You know, but it only works because they kind of prove they understand how things work. Otherwise, you know, you're like the fucking bearded lady, but you're the fucking guy who says the N-word. Yeah, if that's what you are, that's what you are. Takes all fucking sorts, you know what I mean? You know, speaking of fucking being a sideshow act, what's the deal with weaklings? Yeah? How about don't give up? Huh? How can you fucking live with yourself? I was thinking, classic snuff films are less hardcore than current action and horror movies. What? You know, I just imagine, you know, the original snuff films, you know, like whenever those came out, it was probably all black and white and just like an old guy, you know, on his deathbed, like, ah, but, you know, there's not even any sound, they're just like, or maybe a super grainy shot of some guy off in some foreign land laying in a ditch, you know, and then they get shot by gunmen off screen, and the only reason you know that happened is because you slightly see some smoke from the, you know, musket. Meanwhile, you know, in the movie Punisher Warzone, you see the Punisher straight up punch a guy's face in. You know, our world is snuff films and hardcore burlesque. And I'm not saying burlesque about the fucking pornographic aspect. I'm talking about people clapping no matter what the performer does. Oh god darn! Let's change the name. You know, let's change the name from Earth to Planet fucking Amsterdam. Yeah. Fuck. You know, how about we change it to Planet Amsterdam the Damned? Planet Amsterdam the damn good time, you know? Don't tell me what to do. Don't. Who sings that song? Is that fucking Blondie? Or is that fucking Alice Cooper? You know how a guy becomes a pimp? It all starts when he goes to a strip club. Then he becomes friendly with the staff, you know. Well, that's the second step. The next step, it's getting involved in the strip club as, I don't know, a guy whose job it is, I don't know, getting the strippers to the strip club on time. Next step, one day one of the girls asks if he can drive her to her friend's house and just wait outside. You know, and then the next step, she comes out and gives him some money. And then the next step, she comes out and he takes all the money and he says, "Let me count that." And that's when he becomes, you know, a pimp. You know, fuck pimps, right? Fucking pimps. You know, if you pimp other men, hey, I have no problem with that as a liberal. But I won't stand for, you know, a male chauvinist pimp. Those pimps are no good. You know, we need to do something about them. I don't know. Hire them as recruiters for the military. I prefer to be less smart and more suspicious. You know, I'd rather not know and just assume you're trying to subdue me with your fancy book learning. Hey, guess what? I have secret fancy book learning. I conceal it behind my perfectly crafted, uneducated act. That's what I tell them, you know. Now they will never know if I'm smart or dumb. That style. Yeah? Keep them guessing. I don't like talking that much, you know. I like making people laugh. and there's only like 20 fucking funny words, so I'm in luck. As one of Trudeau's favorite students, what? The guy's super cool, actually. And no, he didn't teach me in school. He taught me in life. We're all Trudeau students. And what it all boils down to, and what it's all about, when you're in the school of Trudeau, is that style is all that matters. That's the main concept. You can extrapolate all meaning from, all Trudeauisms and boil it down to styling and profiling. Right?
You're doing the hands of the clock.
Apparently, some people don't stop doing drugs. Okay, fucking rich kids. Hey, I can't afford rehab. My rehab is just simply fucking dying. And then my wife here paints a nice image of me in people's minds as time goes on. Oh, he was such a good man. She just says that over and over again until people are like, was he? But isn't he the guy that fucking, did that thing? Wasn't he that guy? Wasn't he the guy that did the thing and that other stuff? What do you mean he's a good man and I'll never say ill of him? And then suddenly, in fucking 3 generations from now, that's how it works, That's what my granny did. She painted a fucking wonderful image of my grandfather in my mind, That's the best guys the guys have to hope for. That's our fucking rehab, okay? Bring us back. I was thinking, the reason vegan and vegetarianism failed is because they didn't come up with new shapes. They just made it look and taste exactly like the thing they claim to hate. Like a lady who complains about her ex nonstop, then shows up with his fucking doppelganger. We've all seen that a fucking 100 times before. I hate rappers, Rappers. Shows up with a fucking rapper next Tuesday. Fucking McDonald's fucking hamburger rapper. Fucking these vegetarian idiots. They should have hired me as their fucking marketer. I'd have fucking came right in there and I would have said, what is this? It's the same thing. You say you fucking hate meat and all that shit, and you said, yeah, but we made it the exact same. What the? You know what I mean? I'd be like, fuck you. That's what I'd say to them. And I'd go up to the chalkboard and I'd write, Balenciaga, And I'd say, if Balenciaga has taught us anything, it's changed the fucking shape. Add a fucking triangle fucking button on your shirt if you want to stand out. Make your food a different shape. Fucking vegetarians, you can still come back. You still have a chance. Indians love fucking vegetarianism. Vegetarianism is coming back. Hey, don't hate me for my sense of humor, I grew up on South Park. And that shit is fucking hate speech. Next scene, as a guy about to be executed in public. South Park is the holiest of sacred fucking cows. Step away from South Park, I fucking still love the show, you know what I mean? I seen, actually, when I went to Hollywood, I actually watched South Park on the plane there. And it was the episode about, I think when, the guy makes the fucking weed plants. He makes they legalize weed or something, and he makes the whole weed farm or something. You fucking are on the up and up with every single South Park episode. Like when we were kids, we would download South Park on Napster. But it'd be like a 3-second clip of Cartman going, "Respect my authority!" And like it would take us 3 days of downloading it on Napster just for this 3-second clip of that. We would listen to it over and over again. "Respect my authority!" You know, that was our version of sitting by the radio waiting for like the radio shows to come on, you know? I know I said I'm running out of material, but that was a joke. I'm not running out of fucking material. I'm running out of patience for fucking bullshit. You know, I've got less material, you know. Oh fuck, I can't even read that. I've got endless material. I'm a funny printer. Oh fuck.
You can't print.
I need a fucking drink. Oh god darn, what's in this? Fucking brains? Oh, I thought it was a skull fucking cup. Whoops. That's the other fucking party, you know? The other fucking podcast is where we drink out of skulls. I was thinking about something. I wrote this one thing, and it was really mean, so I reworded it to make it more funny and inspirational than just being like, "You're an idiot. How about don't be a fucking loser and stop being dumb?" I'm like, well, that's never constructive. So I wrote this little thing. It's kind of like a prose poem. What is it? Find Your Own Adventure help books, or what are those books called? Self-help books. Choose Your Own Adventure help books. It's a lot easier to be a bank robber one-man operation than to run a crew. Okay? Running a crew, you'll always lose. And you don't want to die in a gunfight, you know, not because one of your fucking guys got shell shock on the fucking job, you know. Learn to take the bank as one guy. Or don't rob fucking banks. Look, everyone goes down because of some fucking guy they thought was their pal. Don't you just hate it when it looks like, you know, you got 30 likes, you know, on Instagram, and then you look and it was one fucking person? Hey, thanks for the support, you know, but also go fuck yourself. Fucking getting my hopes up. I thought 30 different people all found me at once. I'm the kind of guy who should have probably died at 27. You know what I mean? Like there's that bar downtown Ottawa, the 27 Club, you know? That should have been me. But I didn't, you know? Now here I am. And now I'm really fucking smart. And ready to do things. Weaklings could never understand. And I was wondering after I wrote that, do I mean like I'm ready to do things weaklings could never understand? Or I'm ready to do things weaklings could never understand? As a Canadian, we were really close to cocaine being legal. You know, I think it was actually legal for like 2 fucking days or something like that, you know? Never again. That's the closest we will ever get, right? Imagine a world where fucking cocaine is legal and cigarettes aren't. So apparently, I don't know. This is Anyways. Apparently, I found my calling, and it's cutting Russians' faces. Apparently, in Russia, according to clickbait, decorative scars are growing in popularity. Liberals need to get more creative. Look, you may never be able to defeat Russia, but if you really put your mind to it, you can get a job cutting up their faces. Hey, crowbar yourself in there. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, well, you just might find you get what you need. Come here, Anna. I couldn't think of a fucking one Russian's fucking name. What's the guy's Russian name? Sergio?
Vlad.
Come here, Vlad. Fucking let me cut your nose off, fellow. You look real tough in the UFC match. Fuck, I wonder if that's not clickbait and it's real, that's too bad. But also, if it is clickbait and I fell for the propaganda, well, that's also too bad. Because every story has a villain. In my story, I'm the villain. And so is the guy who stabbed me that one time on the bus. How fucking rude. Remember that? Damn, Indians have such attitude problems. I've never been so out of shape in my life. I'm going to have to start thinking big is beautiful soon, if I keep it up. Or I don't know, fucking exercise. Fuck that. I'm about fucking chicken, you know what I mean? Fucking lifting weights is for fun. Anyways, in 5, 4, 3, 2, thanks for tuning in.
Somebody's sensational.
Sing your heart out.
Get mad! So bad!
Be happy.
You have the right to remain silent.
Shut up!
Anything you say will be used against you. Against you. Against you. Against you.
That's the true reality.
I feel like I need to stop doing this so much. This is fucking getting weird. So we got some fucking... Is this news stories? Oh god darn, isn't news illegal in Canada? Maybe get fucking arrested for this. Like, god darn. Imagine you get arrested in Canada for reading the news. Like, would I even become Lenny Bruce, or would I just become fucking, you know what I mean? Mentally untangled. So, the first story we have here is a humpback whale attacked a kayaker, almost killing him. Are you sure it's a him? Kayaker said he was close to being swallowed up. Hey, look, if you're eating a sandwich, right? I'm not going to go, hey, and put my hand in your mouth. You're going to bite it, right? So what? Don't be swimming in, don't put your boat where the guy's mouth's going to fucking be to grab a piece of a sandwich. Look, those guys, those big water fucking devils, you know them, what are they? Humpback whales. Hey, they got to eat too, you know what I mean? Stop putting your hand near their fucking mouth. Fucking almost got swallowed up. You know, if I was that guy's wife when he came home, I'd fucking whack him over the head with a fucking spoon. You know what I mean? I'd be like, she'd be like, oh, I almost got swallowed by a whale. I'd be like, whack! Sucker, you're sleeping on the couch. You know what I mean? You're sleeping in the doghouse. Sucker, and I whack him again. He'd be like, oh, God, my missus is heavy. No, whack. Yeah, you love whale. Whack. So this guy Blake is being labeled as cruel. What the When I was in school, Blake was a guy's name. That's not fucking news. It's fucking tabloids. Now this is news. Scientists say an astronaut is going to hit in 2052. Did I say astronaut? Scientists say an asteroid is going to hit in 2052. You know, and China is recruiting for a planetary defense force. Oh, fuck. Planetary Defense Force. Oh, fuck. That's so hardcore. Oh, fuck. The thing I always think of is that one Simpsons episode where at the end they all get into the different spacecrafts. And they got all, like, the one group goes into the one and the other goes in the other, and they just send the thing off into the sun. You know what I mean? So I feel like you would sign up for the Planetary Defense Force. You would get on the so-called bus to go there, and you would, you know, never be seen again. They would just shoot you directly into space, and they go, so long. Have fun fighting, you know? And I don't know if you knew this, but if you die in space, you don't even go to heaven. God just goes, fucking should have believed that the fucking earth is flat. That's the fucking news this week.